Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it, accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
First home? Need to replace what stopped working? Ready for an upgrade? Now is the time to shop at Quartz. Get a free gift with purchase on select appliances and 20% off matching bedroom pieces. Shop mattresses for the comfort you need. Plus, save on furniture, dining, and large screen TVs. Get what you need at Quartz. And when they ask, say, I got it at Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
Payments shouldn't slow you down. Tap your phone to pay with Apple Pay or Google Pay. No need to carry cards or even your wallet. Freedom of online shopping that actually works with the Spot Pay Calypso card. Send and receive money with friends, locally and securely. Receive money from the U.S. in seconds and spend it right away. Send and spend across the Caribbean and all over the world. All with one app. Spot Pay. Money reimagined.
Affordable quality.
All right, we're gonna come back to that one, and of course, you know, Spot Pay really works. It really works. You know, it makes life really easy if you ask me. So if you're not yet on Spot Pay, I don't know what you're waiting for. So guys, welcome to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson. We're coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. So we have a few things to talk to you about, right? Fire currently happening at La Sagesse in St. David. Fire department, they are working to put it out. Temporary closure of Montu Back Road in Grand Anse. I'm going to tell you more about that. Police say that they are investigating a fatal accident that had happened at Mungay last evening. We'll talk to you about that. And of course, we're hearing too from the Grenada School for Special Education. 16-year-old appears at court today on non-capital murder charges, very serious, in connection with the death of Melva. All right. Well, the matter involving Nealon Franklin to proceed to coroner's inquest. We'll talk to you more about that. So we have quite a few things to talk to you about. Brace yourself. This is Mikey Live. We say it's news discussed, not told. We don't have a horse in the race. Our obligation is to tell you what the news is. We're coming back. Headlines brought to you through the kind compliments of Coats Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, Real Value IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors. We've got the Ariza Credit Union on board and all the other sponsors. We say thank you for being here with us, folks. We're taking a break and we will be back shortly.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven Products, Bibin Diapers, New Bright Laundry Detergent, Allegra Pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yachty, or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
Request, pay, ride. Dash makes getting around easy. Dash, rides that fit you.
For 40 years, Answer Coatings Grenada has been part of your story. More than paint, it's pride and care in every drop. As the proud manufacturers of Sissons and Berger paint, we've protected your homes and communities for generations. Answer Coatings Grenada Limited, 40 years strong, 40 years trusted. A legacy in every drop.
Go paperless with e-billing. Get your Grenlec bill straight to your email inbox faster and more convenient with myaccount.grenlec.com. Sign in to myaccount.grenlec.com where you'll be directed to the home screen. Under additional options and paperless billing, hit sign up. Enter the email where you'd like to receive your bills. Check the accounts you want, then click sign me up. It's that easy. Your bills now come straight to your email inbox. Switch to e-billing and put the power in your hands.
Yeah, and of course they're encouraging people to go electronic right now, so they are no longer going to be distributing paper bills. All right, I think there's an extension for the month of May. We're gonna talk about that in a moment. All right, but first, currently the fire department of the Royal Grenada Police Force, they are trying their best to contain a blaze that has happened in Lasages in St. David, as you can see on your screen. Now this is close to the where the former NMP office was located. All right, we are not too sure as to what caused the fire, but this seems to be in a bushy area, and of course if not contained, then you can see that there are buildings in close proximity that are likely to be affected. And of course, we are going to continue to monitor this particular situation and give you updates as it comes to hand. This is not the first fire that is happening on the weekend. Well, I shouldn't say weekend because today is actually Monday, but we've had reports of other fires occurring during the course of the weekend. There's another in St. David, there's another in that area, Mount Kumar. There are quite a few fires that were reported just in the past few days, many of them being bush fires. And of course, last week the police again reiterated the importance of not burning at all, like zero tolerance towards burning, towards bush, burning of bush or clearing of lands and burning, the refuse and stuff like that. We are not too sure what was the source of this fire, but again, the police are aggressively attempting to contain this fire currently happening at Lasages in St. David. Okay, we are moving on. So right now we want to tell you about the temporary closure of the Mount Tubac Road. Now, the Ministry of Infrastructure, Public Utilities, Civil Aviation and Transportation has sent out notice to the general public that the Montu Back Road is temporarily closed to vehicular traffic as of today, Monday, 11th May 2026, until further notice. Now, it says that the closure is necessary to facilitate pavement work, as well as the construction of drainage systems and a curb wall within the affected area. The ministry says it apologizes for any inconvenience that this will cause to the motoring public, to pedestrians, and to villagers. Excuse me. Now, police say that they are investigating a fatal accident that occurred on Sunday, 10th May 2026 at Monkey St. George. It resulted in the death of a 17-year-old boy who seemed to be very popular, because we've heard from the Grenada Football Association regarding his death. We've also heard from the folks of the School for Special Education regarding this young man. Now, preliminary investigations indicate that the teenager was riding a bicycle when he reportedly lost control and fell onto the roadway. He subsequently sustained severe head injuries after being struck by an oncoming vehicle. He was examined at the scene by a medical doctor and was pronounced dead. Now, this is another tragic incident that has happened over the weekend, yesterday to be exact, and I know how frustrating that will be for his family, for the villagers. You know, it's quite something when, you know, you hear young people lose their life in such tragic ways. You know, his peers, his, you know, former classmates, and even the School for Special Education, the principal, the staff, the students there. You know, they spoke about this. You know, his name is Ray J. Francis. Ray J., a student of the School of Special Education, was a kind, respectful, and helpful student, they say, who brought joy to everyone around him. He's said to have had a great love for athletics and gardening, and actively participated in both the 4-H club and the boys club. You know, so and even the picture on your screen, we heard from the GFA as well, relating to the kind of person that this 17-year-old boy was. Now, in other news, a 16-year-old male Sab St. Andrew boy, imagine that, 16-year-old boy, is now in custody as it relates to the death of Melva. Now, he appeared before the Grenville Magistrates Court this morning on charge of non-capital murder. Now, he is accused of causing the death of 66-year-old Melva Warwood. The charge follows police investigations into that incident. You understand? Her body was discovered in Maribor in bushes last Sunday. You know, and the police aggressively investigated the matter and arrested and charged this 16-year-old boy. So, following his court hearing today, he was remanded to His Majesty's prison. And of course, his next court appearance will be on the 18th of June. That's next month. And there are rules, right? Imagine that. At his age, you are not necessarily permitted to mention his name because he might still be considered as a minor. And the law prohibits you to mention minors who are involved in criminal activities. That's the law. That's the law. People go, oh, why you name? Where he staying? Who is he? You understand? And even, what I'm not sure, well, although he's remanded at His Majesty's prisons, I'm not too sure how the court is going to treat this matter. You understand? But sometimes they go into juvenile facilities and there's attempt on rehabilitating, But anyway, the system is very technical, So, a 16-year-old boy, and the conversation has been had, like what would drive a 16-year-old to take the life of another individual? So, it's even worse when it's an elderly person. So listen to all the things that's going wrong. Taking the life of someone who is worth your mother is not to say it's a friend. Not that it's okay to kill anybody, but it's not to say that you're in a fight with one of your peers. We are talking about somebody who's worth your mother. A female, somebody who's worth your mother, taking their life. I'm not going into any other details of the incident. I'm keeping it on the surface level. What kind of upbringing would he have had? How did he grow up? How was he nurtured? Like, these are questions that will come into focus. Like, how? How? There are some of us who are adults who are way more experienced in life who can't even hurt a fly. How does a 16-year-old get to the point of taking the life of a woman who is worth his mother? How? Just how? This is not blaming anybody. This is asking the legitimate questions. Like, how? Why? What the hell is this? So, he appears to court next month. In fact, there were quite a bit of onlookers today as he appeared to made his first court appearance. Of course, people want to see who he is. You understand? Again, once considered a minor, the law prohibits you from showing their faces and stuff like that when they're involved in criminal activities. The law. No name, no face. We are moving on. Now, another matter that comes into focus, as we're hearing from the police, is that of Nealon Franklin. Okay, so the Royal Grenada Police Force sent out a bulletin a couple of days ago, maybe about 2 days or so, informing the general public that investigations into the death of former Senator Nealon Franklin has been concluded. Now, following consultations with the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, the matter will proceed to a coroner's inquest. Excuse me, I have a little cough. Now, you might be wondering, what the hell is a coroner's inquest? Well, it's kind of like a court hearing that is conducted by a coroner, and that is to determine the facts regarding the death of an individual. Now, it investigates who the deceased was, and when, where, and how did they die, specifically looking for the cause and circumstances, rather than trying to find someone culpable. So in a coroner's inquest, there is no defendant per se, that at the end of the inquest that somebody will be found guilty or not guilty. That's not what a coroner's inquest does. So it is not seeking to assign blame as a typical court case will. It simply attempts to find facts on the circumstances surrounding the death of a particular individual. It's also done to actually determine, because you will ask, well, the facts to what end? So to find the facts to what end? And the end is, or the purpose is to determine the legal cause of death and to gather information upon, what might have happened, primarily to see how they can proceed with any further cases, or, to prevent similar deaths from occurring in the future. So this doesn't and will not tell us that person X, person Y, person Z is responsible for the death of Nalon Franklin. So I thought it's important to at least clarify or to put into context what a coroner's inquest seeks to establish. All right? And once that is concluded, then we will know exactly where we go from here. Now, a coroner doesn't necessarily need to be a medical doctor, but it will be most likely a government-appointed person who oversees the entire process with a jury, to assist, in determining the facts. So let's see where this one goes. Sometimes it takes a while, or sometimes it can go really fast. Yeah, because at this stage there is no person, at least not that I know, who is being held responsible or as a prime suspect in the death of Nalon Franklin. And I know that a lot of people pointing fingers. I don't think it's fair to do that until all the I's are dotted and all the T's are crossed. And the coroner's inquest is probably the best route to take at this time. It also tells me that there's probably there might be inconclusive autopsy or so that was done. Probably it's not very clear, so maybe they're not sure what the chemical, anyway, let me not get too technical, keep it on the surface. All right, so let's see what happens next. All right, so that's as it relates to the death of Nalon Franklin. Excuse me. Yes, I have that cough. Now, one of the important things is that GrenLec, as we move on a little bit still, is attempting to make things a little more easier to get your bills, to access your bills, and so they came up with this paperless billing. All right, and so they announced that as of April 31st, or the end of April, 30 days of April 30th, that no more papers. You're never going to see another physical GrenLec bill. as they transition into paperless billing. Now, GreenLink is saying that they're here to support you and they understand. And so they will delay the full implementation. Sorry, I didn't realize Melva picture was still up there while I was talking about Neelan. My apologies for that. All right. I'm sorry. That was not my intention. Yeah, right. So they are saying that they understand that it's a transition for some people, right? So they sent out this to say they are confirming that the transition to paperless billing will be completed on a phased basis through the end of this month, with some customers having received their last paper bill in April, as the company announced, and others to receive their last paper bill in May. Now, the company says it is encouraged by strong customer adoption, with well over a combined 60%, they're saying, 60% of the accounts already registered for GreenLink's mobile app and the myaccount.greenlink.com platform. GreenLink say that they are continuing to support customers where needed as they choose from multiple options to access their electricity bills information. Grenada Electricity Services Limited, GreenLink, is advising customers that the transition to paperless billing is being implemented on a phased basis through the end of this month. All right, so that's it right there. You can call if you need assistance, okay? If you want to receive bills in a printable format, you're encouraged to register for myaccount.greenlink.com and select paperless billing. All right? So they say that GreenLink recognizes that this is a significant change for some customers, and they remain committed to supporting all of its customers through this transition phase, and that is to ensure that you continue to have access to your billing information. Okay? Good. I took off the AC because it's irritating my throat for some reason. So I'm sweating. I'm sweating profusely here. Whew. It's hot in the studio. Whoever came up with AC, boy, NASA, that was good. But I feel like I could take off the t-shirt. Oh, look, I'm sweating here now, papi. Right, let's get into some other stuff now. Now, over the weekend, this happened. And we are talking about the GFA election, boy. There was a little drama before. Right, a couple, like a day or two before. Court order and thing, no. But that gets sorted out. And so the GFA, the Grenada Football Association, they have returned Mr. Marlon Glean as its president following the conclusion of the latest election that happened over the weekend. He will be supported by the newly confirmed executive team that blends experience with representation from key areas of the football community. Carl Andal has been elected as a vice president, while Kezia Thomas will serve as the women's director, a role expected to be played expected to play a critical part in advancing the women's game. Now, also there's representation from Carrico, Dwayne Williams. Okay, he's there as well. So he represents the Sister Isle. Then there is Mr. Lyndon Bob, Ricky Williams, and Charlton Henry. They will collectively assist in shaping policies and overseeing football operations. All right, so congratulations to the team. I think the period they will be serving for is 4 years. All right, 4 years. So, yeah, good. Now, well, congrats to the team. The next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, the Ministry of Health, they are talking about the hantavirus. Now, that's a situation. The hantavirus making the wrongs. Now, say that everybody's talking about it. Okay? Everybody is talking about this. So, the Ministry of Health sent out a bulletin on this. And they say that they wish to inform the general public that it is actively monitoring reports of the hantavirus outbreak linked to the Dutch-flagged cruise vessel MV Honduras, as reported to the World Health Organization. The ministry wishes to reassure the public of Grenada, Carriacou, and PD Martinique that there is currently no immediate public health threat to our nation or its citizens. So, well, you all know this was an outbreak that happened on a cruise ship, and there are a lot of cases. 8 cases have been reported, 5 confirmed and 3 suspected. 3 deaths have been recorded, and that's on the cruise ship, right? Not linked to Grenada, nothing to do with Grenada, just to be clear. But the ministry is just saying that they are actively monitoring this. Now, also tonight, so this poses no immediate threat to Grenada whatsoever for now, all right? But we've also received more reassuring news from the Caribbean Public Health Association, I think, CAFA. And they say too, is this Association Authority, anyway, how to stand for it. They are saying that they are also, so CAFA is a more wider body, right? That they are monitoring this in the region, but we are not losing sleep over it, basically. That's what they're saying in local terms. We're not going to lose sleep over this, because it is not like the coronavirus where it's airborne. This is transmitted through initially rodents, rats, coming into contact with food. You understand? You know, like how you have the leptospirosis disease and other diseases that are associated with the rats. Now, the rats that are the reservoirs, for want of a better word, or the rats that carry and spread this virus, this disease, doesn't live in the Caribbean. Can't live here. Just like you don't have Eskimos and these kind of things here. Eskimo? Those things are living in the cold. Okay, yeah, understand. We don't have bears in Grenada. We don't have squirrels in Grenada. We don't have all kind of other creatures and animals, just so we don't have that here in the Caribbean. That kind of rat. So it is very unlikely that we would have an outbreak of this in the Caribbean. So we're not going to. We are going to be proactive and vigilant. But also, it's reassuring to hear that that rat there that'll spread that kind of business. You don't find that within our region. And so, even if some contaminated person come from wherever they come, and they come into Grenada or they come in the Caribbean, you know, it doesn't spread like that. Not that easily. Not like COVID. All right? So, and sometimes it's just good to hear these things so that we don't panic. Yeah, Zan? Good. Oh, I was supposed to get that picture, you know, to play with all of that, and I made like a child with that time. My little daughter, my pseudo daughter. Yes. She making news. Don't feel like write about everybody as I'm put other picture with people and don't put your picture. So I'm making it no. You understand? I'm announcing my bias with the next story that I'm about to read. You understand? Yes, other than that, you understand? We don't have no bias. We just tell all how it is. We tell all how the business is. But as a trained journalist, when there are any biases, you are supposed to announce it. Right? So I'm announcing my bias in the next story. Who don't like it, bite it. So my little daughter, my daughter, again, who don't like it, bite it, my child, has done me very proud. My family and her direct family, her mom, Andrea, who's my co-worker, very proud. She's only 14 years old, Ella Rose Charles. I held her as a baby. She's actually a student, obviously, of the St. Joseph Convent. When I say obviously, I mean because of her uniform, okay? She is the new junior minister for tourism. Yes. Now, she emerged victorious following the final round of the National Tourism Youth Congress, an initiative that's been held by the Ministry of Tourism, the Creative Economy and Culture, and that is designed to select Grenada's representative for the Caribbean Tourism Organization Regional Tourism Youth Congress. It'll be held in Guyana this year in October. So, my child going to Guyana, and I'm so proud of her. Her mom is very proud of her. Her family is very proud of her. The staff at WFM is very proud of her. Very, very proud of her. Now, then there was the 15-year-old Leah Charles of Happy Hill Secondary School. That's my old school. Yes. She came in second. Again, I text. Let me see what. Hold on, let me see. I hear my phone go off. They say, Mikey, behave. Hey, my mom says. My mom texts me, say that's her granddaughter. Oh, Lord. And my wife is going to say that's her daughter. All right? Yes. So Ella. So I moved on from Ella still. Hold on, we're coming back. So 15-year-old Leah Charles of the Happy Hill Secondary School placed second, while Micah Purcell Monroe, also 15, and a student of the St. Joseph's Convent, St. George, secured the third place. Now, addressing the delegation at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium on Friday, the Minister for Tourism, the Creative Economy and Culture, Honorable Adrian Thomas, described the initiative as a national investment in the young minds. He encouraged participants to view themselves not only as the beneficiaries of the tourism industry, but as a future leader and innovator within the sector. Now, congrats to all of them. Now, Ella Rose will also receive mentorship opportunities through the ministry, the Grenada Tourism Authority, and the Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association, in addition to cash and other prizes. You understand? So the second and third place, they get a thing too. You understand? Everybody gain. You understand? But my child, gain thing. Hey, next time don't put my child in the back, eh? I'll just say, she tall, but put her in front. Okay, so thank you, Ella Rose. I'm so proud of you. Your brothers are proud of you. You understand? So, I don't know. I can't promise you all of us will come in Guyana, but one of us will have to come. Yeah, but yeah. Y'all, Guyana have... Listen. Guyana's food is on another level. And so, I don't think they market it enough. Guyana's food. Listen, I don't eat outside. Not just so. If you see me eating outside, just know that whoever eating, they have to be certified with the highest degree of certification. And the food tastes good. Because I doesn't eat outside. I go in Ghana, the only place I don't eat is in the toilet. I eat everything on the street. I don't care. You give me. I never got sick. Never. Nothing to hurt my belly. Nothing to upset my stomach. And everything tasted good. You understand what I'm saying? Everything tasted good. So I ain't mind going back to Ghana for the food and to support my child. And I'm not telling all of. And if all that like a family, because half of Grenada is Guyanese, right? No, Guyanese St. Lucians. Serious. Yeah, link up and go to Guyana. Link up and go to Guyana. Place are right. I mean, I'll be very honest with you, things are far. Yeah, they're gonna be like a drive, but that's okay. Things are far, you gotta have like a drive, but that's okay. And Azan, the people are great, they are friendly, in most cases, yeah. And like I said, the food is on another level. Did I go to the beach in Guyana, boy? Nah. I didn't get to do the beach. But, picture this. The rivers look like beaches. Like, the color of the sand. Like, oh yeah, I went to the beach, sorry. I went to Slot Island. Slot Island had a beach. And the sand was not clingy like our sand. Like how clingy, it was a little more coarse. Yeah. And so that was the only beach, but I didn't go to bathe on the beach. I went on the island, but yeah, it's a nice place, really. And you have a lot of us there. A lot of Grenadians in Guyana, a lot of Guyanese in Grenada. Well, of course, you understand why. So yeah, try Guyana. It's a developing place right now. They get the oil. They just did over the bridge. You understand? We used to have to race to get that bridge open in the afternoon time, but now you don't have that to worry about. New bridge, open all the time. So we're good. What else do I have to tell you? I mean, there's so many things. I mean, you can check out our website, MikeyLive.com, for more news. Don't forget also that we are simultaneously broadcasting this program, not just on Facebook, but we are also on YouTube. So I don't know why there's this shift over to YouTube. I don't know, because Facebook has always been my thing. But over the past few years, 2 or so years, we have seen so many people transitioning over to YouTube. Maybe because you can now watch the program on your TV or your laptop or whatever. I really don't know. You know, probably we'll have to do a research on that one. Okay, right. So, what else? Oh, with the Roger Duncan and the other thing who were challenging the election for the GFA, that matter was dismissed by the judge. All right, for several reasons. We posted up on our page. You can check that out. You guys will appreciate that the dry season is not as harsh as it can be, right? Yeah. So we're thanking God for that. Just to note that there are some valve regulations still in place, because still, despite that the dry season is not as harsh, there is a little bit of depleting of the water resource, and so NAWASA needs to manage that. So sometimes some are closed, some are open, like the valve. All right. Right. What else we have to tell you? We have the weather for you as well. Oh boy, let me see. Yes, Fimba. So folks, our forecaster for tonight is Mr. Fimba Frank. Fimba says that the weather is expected to be mostly fair with light, isolated showers during partly cloudy spells. Tonight's minimum temperature 25.5 degrees Celsius. All winds easterly to southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves up to 6 feet in open waters. So Tuesday's weather now is expected to be partly cloudy and windy with brief morning and nighttime showers. So the max temp 31.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 25.5. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves up to 7 feet in open waters. So that's the weather for tonight and tomorrow. All right, and before we even do any other thing, we have to big up with peoples. We do have the national report coming up. We've got Share Kador. We've got Javar, who's encouraging people to share the program. Thank you, Javar. Bernadette, how are you doing today? Adonna, Hazel, Valerie, Jacinta. Suzanne said they didn't have no water. Oops. Shireen, how are you doing? Ansha. Oh, yeah, boy, the sand, the Guyanese sand is on another level. Well, you say the beach is not that great. Yeah, I passed by one of the beaches. It was not, well, a part of the island. It was not, yeah. Just see silt all the way out. Who else? Hillary. And everybody else. Yeah? Renee. Eugenia. Yes. What's up? Yeah. Who else is there? Everybody else. Suzanne. Ranson. What did me and the boys do for Rena for Mother's Day? Ha! About that. We woke up. My 6-year-old son taught me how to make pancakes. So, yeah, we made pancakes together. We did fried plantain, pancakes, and eggs, and all of that stuff. So it was all 3 of us, me and the 2 boys, while Mom was in bed, and we're cooking because we have to do it quiet because we didn't want to wake her. We wanted to make it a surprise. But the little one, the 3-year-old, keeps snitching. Mommy, I'm going to tell Mommy we're making breakfast. No, Mike, don't do that. Yes, I'm going to tell her. And so he's going in, Mommy, we're making a surprise for you. He comes back. And then while we're doing other stuff, he goes like, I'm going to tell her that we got her a gift. Mike, no. Yes, I'm going to tell her. Mike, if you do, we'll be disappointed in you. Okay, fine. And then so we had her, so we did up the breakfast while she was in bed. And then Mike was to deliver the school had him do this Mother's Day cards. So he had his Mother's Day card with the breakfast in his hand. Mikey had the gift. I had the pancake syrup. And we greeted her in bed. Happy Mother's Day. All right, she did hesitate a little bit to eat, but eventually did. And nothing much came back. So we use it as a sign to say, well, breakfast well enjoyed. Bon appetit. And then we clean up, make sure that she didn't have to do any of the cleaning up. And then we went for lunch at one of our favorite restaurants. And then we spent the evening there. We met friends spontaneously and their godmother. They met their godmothers. Listen, I don't know how this happened. We all ended up in the same place. So their godmothers, godfather, all ended up in the same place. So it was a well-spent evening with food, chat, laughter, and play. And we came back home, and yeah, it was a really it was a day well spent. But it's not my review to give. So you'll have to ask her, how did she receive her Mother's Day? But the kids really did their best to make sure that she had a good one. Well, they gave a little trouble too. They gave a little trouble. So minus the trouble, everything. Because picture this. Picture you dress your child in nice outfit. You go to a restaurant on the beach. And when you do this, they're playing soccer. And without their shoes. And then they're like, okay, you could probably tolerate that a little bit. And then eventually, you see them laying in the sand, covered in sand. And his head on the sand. And you know that little coolie and them, the sand isn't the easiest thing to come out in a little coolie head. Right? So they give a little trouble. But it's all part of the fun. Yeah? So it was a good day. I mean, it felt like Father's Day too. So, yeah. All right. So that was good. Yeah, so that's how we spent it for those of you who fast and want to know people business. So guys, yeah, so Hazelland, yeah, cool. We'll be all right. I don't get sick, but I don't know what happened over the weekend. It took me out. And then I say I want to be proactive with certain medication. I took medication. Lord God, again, took me out cold. I said I was going to take a different medication because I don't want no medication taking me out. So I took another one around 6-ish, out again. I woke up like disoriented, like, yo, what's going on? This thing said it's now drowsy. What's going on? It's supposed to not do this. I get up not knowing where I am, you know, and I still have to force to come to, well, not force because I always love to do this, but you know what I mean. You understand? Yes, I don't know where I get them people think. I just boast I doesn't get sick. You understand? This is years, I ain't get nothing. But something take me. Or trying to take me. But we will handle it like a boss. You understand? So anyway, guys, take care of you guys, yourselves, and we will be back with you tomorrow, God's willing. Same time, same place. Remember that. I love and appreciate you. And you're part of my dream. You're part of what I hope to do when I became this, when I'm at that stage of my life, envisioning having a program and having an interactive program with people. And without you, this doesn't exist. So I do not take it lightly, your involvement on this program. Just know that. I truly honor and respect every one of you for being here and being loyal, always being here, and even encouraging people to be part of this. So thank you very much. God bless you and your family. I'll see you guys tomorrow, God's willing. Take care. We do have, by the way, the national report. Yikes, I forgot. Yeah. So we take a break, and when we come back, we've got the national report. Stay right there.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it, accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
To meet the growing water demand in the south of the island, NOASA, in collaboration with the Caribbean Development Bank through the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Fund, is implementing the Southern St. George's Water Supply Expansion Project. This project is designed to improve water quality, ensure a consistent supply, and protect our environment for future generations. We are upgrading our water supply system by replacing aging infrastructure, constructing new storage tanks, and installing advanced monitoring equipment. There will be dust, noise, and traffic inconveniences. We appreciate your patience during the construction phase. We believe in the power of community engagement. Your voice matters. Your input is essential. Want to learn more? Get involved. Attend our public meetings. Follow us on NOASA's social media and share your feedback. Reliable, safe drinking water means a healthier, better quality of life for all. Together, we're securing a better water future for Grenada. Join us on this journey. This project is made possible through the collaborative efforts of the Government of Grenada, the Caribbean Development Bank, and the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office of the United Kingdom, with grant funding from the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Partnership Fund.
First home? Need to replace what stopped working? Ready for an upgrade? Now is the time to shop at Quartz. Get a free gift with purchase on select appliances and 20% off matching bedroom pieces. Shop mattresses for the comfort you need. Plus, save on furniture, dining, and large screen TVs. Get what you need at Quartz. And when they ask, say, I got it at Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
Payments shouldn't slow you down. Tap your phone to pay with Apple Pay or Google Pay. No need to carry cards or even your wallet. Freedom of online shopping that actually works with the Spot Pay Calypso card. Send and receive money with friends, locally and securely. Receive money from the US in seconds and spend it right away. Send and spend across the Caribbean and all over the world. All with one app. Spot Pay. Money reimagined.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers, and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yachty, or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
Request, pay, ride. Dash makes getting around easy. Dash, rides that fit you.
For 40 years, Ansa Coatings Grenada has been part of your story. More than paint, It's pride and care in every drop. As the proud manufacturers of Sissons and Berger paint, we've protected your homes and communities for generations. Answer Coatings Grenada Limited. 40 years strong, 40 years trusted. A legacy in every drop.
Go paperless with e-billing. Get your Grenlec bills straight to your email inbox faster and more convenient with myaccount.grenlec.com. Sign in to myaccount.grenlec.com where you'll be directed to the home screen. Under additional options and paperless billing, hit sign up. Enter the email where you'd like to receive your bills. Check the accounts you want, then click sign me up. It's that easy. Your bills now come straight to your email inbox. Switch to e-billing and put the power in your hands.
Coming up in the news, more homes delivered as Carriacou and PT Martinique's rebuilding process continues, and Ministry of Tourism names new junior tourism minister ahead of regional competition. We'll have details to these stories and more, plus a look at news in the region when we return.
In our 2026 strategy, we're focusing on several core pillars: high net worth individuals and experiential travel, romance and weddings, nautical experiences, meetings and incentives, culinary and agritourism, events and culture, adventure and sustainability. These pillars are designed to highlight the diverse experiences that Grenada has to offer. By aligning our efforts with these pillars, we aim to tap into key markets like North America, the UK, and regional markets, while also expanding into new territories such as Latin America, continental Europe, Asia, and Africa. Each pillar represents a unique aspect of our islands, from the luxurious experiences of our high-end resorts and villas to the vibrant cultural events that celebrate our heritage. We believe that by focusing on these areas, we can offer travelers unforgettable experiences that showcase the best of what our islands have to offer.
Climate change is real, bringing hotter days and less rain. Less rain means less water, so it's crucial for us to conserve water at home. When washing my vehicle, I use a bucket with rainwater that I have stored. This is how I save water. What are you waiting for?
Welcome back with the details to the GIS News for Monday, May 11th. I am Rikisha St. Louis. 2 more homes built under the government's rebuilding program have been handed over by the Ministry of Carriacou and PT Martinique Affairs and Local Government, marking another step in the island's recovery efforts. The beneficiaries, retired public servant Peter Noel of Brunswick and Shalistika Samuel of Top Hill. Minister for Carriacou and PT Martinique Affairs and Local Government Honorable Tevin Andrews said the government remains committed to supporting rebuilding across the islands.
Today symbolizes the official handing over of this wonderful edifice, which is called your home. Now, I remember about two years ago, just about 2 years ago, after Hurricane Beryl, when I spoke to you and I said, don't worry, all will be well, no one will be left behind. At the time it might have sounded as though, well, sweet words coming from a politician. But we try our best to ensure that with our words, or with my word, follow action. And today, you have your brand new Build Back Better home. While we will rebuild better, stronger, and with the future in mind, so that we build more resilient, taking into consideration the possibilities to come. So I'm happy, Brother Peter, for you that your home has been constructed and it's a resilient home and that it should be able to withstand whatever elements that we may face in the not too distant future, God forbid.
There is more work to be done. However, Minister Andrews is satisfied with the pace of recovery thus far.
We are shy of 2 months before the second anniversary of Hurricane Beryl. So I think as a government and as a people, more so as a people, we can tap ourselves on the shoulder and say, good job, well done. Because we've where we were almost 2 years ago to where we are, we've made significant progress. And this has been recorded. So I want to remind us that there are still people that we have not touched as yet. They are few in numbers, but we are doing all that we can to ensure that no one is left behind.
Accepting the keys to their new residence, the homeowners expressed profound relief and joy. Both Mr. Noel and Ms. Samuel shared their gratitude for the initiative, noting that having a safe, permanent roof over their heads brings a much-needed sense of stability and hope after a period of uncertainty.
When coming, I would have a better place to share with about the when I coming, I decided to sleep. Leaking out to leaking straight. So, congratulations for the whole team and thank you, best and thank you again. And everybody again.
We thank you for this beautiful day, Lord Jesus. I thank my minister. I thank my government. I thank my friends and relatives gathered around here. My sweet, sweet neighbor Linda. I'll never forget you, and Slim Girl. God bless everyone here today. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for everything. Without you, Lord, I would not have been under this shelter.
Yes.
Praise and thank God for all your blessings.
Always.
And my
Yes. Yes, Cousin Shirley.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
14-year-old Ella Rose Charles, a student of St. Joseph's Convent, St. George's, is Grenada's new junior minister for tourism. Charles emerged victorious following the final round of the National Youth Congress, an initiative of the Ministry of Tourism, the Creative Economy and Culture designed to select Grenada's representative to the Caribbean Tourism Organization's Regional Tourism Youth Congress, which will be held in Guyana in October. 15-year-old Leah Charles of Happy Hill Secondary placed second, while Micah Purcell Monroe, also 15 years, of St. Joseph's Convent, St. George, secured third place. Addressing the delegates at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium on Friday, Minister for Tourism, the Creative Economy and Culture, Honorable Adrian Thomas, described the initiative as a national investment in young minds. He encouraged the participants to view themselves not only as beneficiaries of the tourism industry, but as future leaders and innovators within the sector.
That regional event brings together students from CTO member countries aged 14 to 17 and gives them the opportunity to mirror a CTO board of directors meeting while presenting ideas and the future of Caribbean tourism. In Grenada, this national competition is a pathway to selecting our junior minister for tourism, who will go on to represent our country at the regional level. I want our young people to understand the importance of that title. It is not just ceremonial. It is a title of responsibility, representation, advocacy, and leadership.
Permanent Secretary Desiree Stephen commended students from the 4 participating schools, St. Joseph's Convent, St. George's, Happy Hill Secondary, Wesley College, and St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary for embracing the challenge and demonstrating exceptional creativity and insight. She outlined the topics that formed part of the competition.
Topics such as multi-generational travel product development, social media and sustainable destination management, cultural industry and tourism and innovation, and this I'm happy for because, as you know, culture is also part of our ministry, and so this topic is one of interest. The new age of tourism professionals, plus the unknown, mysterious, mystery topic segment.
Ella Rose Charles will also receive mentorship opportunities through the ministry, the Grenada Tourism Authority, and the Grenada Hotel and Tourism Authority, in addition to cash and other prizes. The second and third place finalists received cash and other prizes, while all participants were presented with certificates of recognition and branded merchandise courtesy of the Ministry of Tourism, the Creative Economy and Culture, and the Grenada Tourism Authority. The winning school, St. Joseph's Convent, St. George's, was awarded a commemorative plaque. This marks the second consecutive year the ministry has successfully hosted the National Tourism Youth Congress following a 6-year hiatus. The first round of the competition was held in April. The OECS Pearl Teacher Reciprocal Initiative was recently hosted by the Ministry of Education, allowing the exchange of teaching practices between St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Grenada. Annette Moore has the details in this report.
I wish you could have stayed longer, like 4 months, so I could learn like more about our culture.
So tell me something. How was it getting from the bus stop, from home to school? Somebody said chaotic. My friend who said chaotic, you come. You are going to tell us why you said chaotic. The rest of you, remember when your classmate is speaking, you listen, okay? Tell us why you say chaotic. Everybody was pushing you. Say that again. Everybody was pushing and it was rushy. Everybody was pushing and it was rushy. All of you can relate to this? What she said, is that true? Was everybody pushing? Was it rushy? All right, grateful.
The OECS Program for Education and Relevant Learning, PEARL, recently hosted the Teacher Reciprocal Initiative in Grenada. The final of 3 teachers from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Euster Snag, spent the week of May 4th to 8th at the St. Andrew's RC School in Grenville. Snag, a grade 4 teacher at the Kettles Government School in South Leeward, St. Andrew in St. Vincent, demonstrated her teaching techniques and engaged in meaningful collaboration with a grade 4 teacher at the assigned school.
So we had 3 classes in the piloting, grades K, 4, and 5. Fortunately for me, I was the grade 4 teacher who was selected for the piloting. And thereon after, we will have coaches coming in from the education unit to look at our lessons, evaluate us. And then I was told that I was selected to come to Grenada, which I am happy to be here, to be a part of this exchange, where we can learn best practices, and also where I can learn and the teacher can also, I can also learn from the teacher and the teacher can learn from me. It has been, I must say, a very rewarding exercise. The different culture. I like some of the things that I'm seeing in the classroom, and I hope to take them back to my classroom. I came to your island. How do you think I got here? You think I walk? No, I'm not Jesus. I did not walk on the water. How do you think I got here? So plane. So that mode of transportation is what? Transportation that moves by air.
Snag, a teacher with more than 25 years' experience, detailed some of her observations.
I realized that the emphasis was a lot on group work. Yes, in St. Vincent we do group work, but most of our teaching activities are group work oriented. So it gives each child the opportunity to contribute to the discussion. And I like that.
Students were pleased with the experience and highlighted what they thought was interesting and helpful.
When she came, we used to talk about her culture and my culture, and then we also learned about compare and what is contrast, and I learned about a Venn diagram, and that was my favorite part. Said their national food were fried jacks and baked. Yeah, and we were talking about culture food, and we were talking about like what was her favorite food, and she said it was the national. Well, I exchanged teacher from St. Vincent came to Grenada and teach and taught our class. She fun and caring. Listen, she like a lot of activities. Yes. We read a book about the red hen, the little red hen, and we had to compare it and contrast it. So first we do it on a book, then we do it on a screen. So you had to compare it how it was on a screen to the book.
There's a strategy that is used with their writing. I look at their writing and I ask Miss the question about how is it everybody's writing almost the same? So I hope to take that back with me as well, because we have a problem with writing at my school. And I am telling you, I feel very welcome. I felt as if I'm a part of St. Andrew's Roman Catholic School. Everybody treated me as if I'm a part. The students, very, very, very obedient bunch of students, and they participated. I love the way they participated in all of my lessons.
Snag's visit is a key component of the initiative, specifically supporting the rollout of the new digital OECS harmonized primary curriculum.
The OECS Paul program, it's a good program. We are piloting a new curriculum, and with everything, it's a change. And with changes, there are persons who will give a pushback. There are persons who will accept. And I can speak for the language arts curriculum. It's a good curriculum, but I just think that as we go along and as we tweet and we make the necessary recommendations, that it will be for the betterment of the children and education as a whole.
Paula Noel, a grade 4 teacher at the St. Andrews RC School with more than 15 years teaching experience, shared her thoughts on the Teacher Reciprocal Initiative.
Mrs. Jack came from St. Vincent from a grade 4, so they thought that the transition would have been a good transition to come to a grade 4 in our school. Or use of resources and materials, multiple resources and materials, and a lot of background information that she brings to the classroom. I also would include, I like the way that she's knowledgeable about the curriculum. You could have seen that she spent a lot of time delving deep into the curriculum, and she would have told me some of the key areas, how to go into it, so the lessons, how she plans them, and that is something I would like to take away.
Noel gave feedback on what Snag commended her for in terms of her teaching practices regarding the heavy use of group work and the great penmanship of the students.
I would say it's a strength of the school and maybe personal strength too. I like to, as a teacher, for the past years, I like to give children to share their view on things, okay? And when they're up in group, everybody shares their view and they come together and create something. So I don't necessarily like to tell my children, I like to get it from them. So mostly group work is the way I do that. And I realize with this class, they're very critical. They are critical thinkers. So then I give them the opportunity to share that, to use that knowledge. And then also to the penmanship, I always stress to my students, yes, you may have it up here, but when you're not able to write it, the examiners can understand. So we really do a lot with writing with the children. And that's a whole school approach as well.
Noel says the collaboration is what she appreciated the most about the Teacher Reciprocal Initiative.
Like when Miss Jack came, we just collaborated. And I just see that I'm learning so much, how she is just intertwining everything from her culture and my culture and I just love the collaboration. And I think if we continue with that, we'll be able to strengthen the whole region together. All of us use our talents together and make everything good.
To say, come to coming to Grenada. You hope you had a great time in Grenada.
During the week of April 20th to 24th, the first two teachers from St. Vincent and the Grenadines had similar engagements at the Blessed Sacrament Catholic School in Grandance and the Grand Roy Government School in St. John. This initiative is aimed at strengthening collaboration between regional teachers to share best practices. It is an opportunity to showcase regional collaboration and professional exchange in education.
This is the OECS Pearl Teacher Reciprocal Initiative.
I am Mrs. Gusta Jack, exchange teacher from St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Welcome, Mrs. Jack, to the Spice Island, where everything is nice. Welcome!
For GIS News, I'm Annette Moore.
Thank you, Annette. We'll take a short break. Stay with us.
Climate change is real, bringing hotter days and less rain. Less rain means less water, so it is crucial for all of us to conserve water at home. When washing my fruits and vegetables, I use a bowl of water, and later I reuse it to water my plants. This is how I save water at home. What are you waiting for?
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with but a step. So the journey of a year begins with but a sec. 1 second is the difference between old and new. The difference between what you have done and what you have to do. 1 second is the difference between who you were and who you are going to be. The difference between a year of expectations and a year of memories. Awaiting you is a year of opportunities and new moves. Just one final second to reflect. And then we must embrace indeed. I reckon 1 second is all we need.
Welcome back. Excitement is buzzing on the Sister Isle yet again as the island of Petite Martinique prepares to stage its 2026 Whitsuntide from May 22nd to 25th. Member of the committee, Terence Logan, said the event will be held under the theme Anchor of Hope, Sailing Forward After the Storm. The event is significant for residents of the small island, which was hard hit by Hurricane Beryl, destroying homes and boats that sustained their livelihood. Onshore activities showcase island culture, including competitions, obstacle races, Juve street parade, cultural performances, and much more.
During the storm, the sailors will set the anchor, but when it's calm, they lift the anchor and sail forward. So that's basically the theme for our festival. So the lineup is from the 22nd to the 25th of May. On Friday, the 22nd of May, we have the grand opening ceremony and welcome party, where we'll have remarks from government officials, sponsors. We also have the flambeau procession. We have the cultural procession from different groups within the Grenadines and Grenada. We have also two bands who will be performing. We have our local band, the Culture Train, and Mystic from Grenada. On the 2nd, the 23rd of May, that is Saturday, we dub Anchor of Hope Sea Day. Everything will be on the sea this year. We start off with the all-white celebrity cruise. The boats in the harbor will be lit. We have lanterns that we release into the sea. We signify hope that the Regatta Festival will rise again, which also will be honoring our fallen soldiers like the founders, the sailors, the boat builders, and so on. I'm here to invite you, the people of Grenada, the surrounding areas and the Grenadines diaspora, to come to our festival, our 2026 Regatta Festival. Hoping to see you all there.
Interest in the Grenada Table Tennis Association and the International Table Tennis Federation's Fun Forward School initiative is growing as the program nears the end. The program targeted 30 students in grades 4 and 5 from St. John's Anglican School, South St. George Government School, and First Choice Junior School, who were introduced to structured table tennis training. School program coordinator and ITTF Level 1 coach Amanda John was appointed to oversee all program activities and work closely with PE teachers to deliver training, coordinate student activities, and monitor progress throughout the program period. Coach Anthony Benjamin underscored the significance of the program in maintaining healthy lifestyles.
It is a very good initiative. This program is helping to spread table tennis throughout the island of Grenada, where we will be introducing table tennis to our children. And that's where we know the grassroots program really starts from the primary level. And it is our hope at the end of the program that more of the students from the different schools will be able to get involved in table tennis, because they're going to see these 8 children who are being used at the pilot program, and it is the hope that they are going to get interested in playing table tennis. The table and other equipment will remain at the school, where table tennis will be ongoing, and not only for the students, but we're hoping that also parents and staff can get involved in the sport, where we can have people being more active and helping our citizens to get more healthy through this initiative. So I think it's a great program, it's a great initiative, and we want to thank the ITTF and the Grenada Table Tennis Association for spreading table tennis throughout the country.
Principal at the South St. George Government School, Suzette Roberts, praised the program as a good initiative and noted the health benefits it brings to students.
I think the primary school table tennis program is a good initiative. It gives the children something to do outside of the classroom. And from what I've seen, the children have welcomed this initiative. They're very excited to come on the 2 days that are assigned to take part in it. They eagerly look forward to coming to do it. And as was shown through the film, it is not only for the excitement, but it also helps them health-wise. So we welcome the initiative, and we look forward to continuing to work with the association to develop table tennis in Grenada and to enhance our boys and girls.
Physical Education Officer at St. John's Anglican School, Joshua Douglas, expressed his optimism that more students will learn to play table tennis even after the program has concluded, as the sport will now be added to the school's physical education timetable.
I know that in the near future, more children will be added. There's a huge interest by the kids. They ask me every day if they could join, if they could play. And I tell them, well, you know, sooner than later they'll be involved. So it's very good, and even myself, I like table tennis. I'm not a big fan of it like other sports, but there are a lot of children who like table tennis, and those children are actually some of the children that are not fond of the other sports like football, cricket, netball, basketball. And also it's good to see that you have kids out there and there's an initiative for them to actually do something that they are not accustomed or they were not introduced with.
2 weekly sessions were held in 8 schools, and the program will culminate with an exhibition of the students' progress through a mini table tennis tournament. This is the GIS News. We'll take a look at what's happening in the region when we come back.
Morning! Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique are known as the spice of the Caribbean, offering a blend of authenticity and adventure. Our unique selling points include pristine beaches, lush rainforests, rich cultural heritage, and vibrant festivals. These elements create a tapestry of experiences that awaken the senses
and invite travelers to explore the beauty of our islands. We're also keeping an eye on industry trends like personalization, sustainability, wellness, and tech-enabled journeys. Personalization allows us to create bespoke experiences tailored to individual preferences, while sustainability ensures that our tourism practices preserve the environment and benefit local communities. Wellness travel is on the rise, with visitors seeking relaxation and rejuvenation, and technology is enhancing the travel experience through AI-powered trip planning and virtual reality previews. By embracing these trends, we can ensure that our offerings remain appealing and relevant to travelers around the world.
All across the Tri-Island state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, young people are innovating. They're leading. They're inspiring change. From classrooms to communities, from hospitals to seashores, from farmlands to front lines. Our youth are making their mark and driving transformation. And now, it's time to celebrate them. The Ministry of Youth and Sports proudly presents the National Youth Awards 2026. Legacy in Motion, empowering youth, driving transformation. This is a national moment when we turn our focus to recognizing and celebrating the achievements of our young people across every space of society. Young people are making a difference in leadership and community development, in STEM, in the arts, in entrepreneurship, and beyond. We also recognize the impact of organizations, movements, and initiatives driving meaningful transformation across our communities. That's why we are calling on you, yes you, to submit your nominations for the Grenada National Youth Awards 2026. We are now calling on the public to put forward outstanding young people and organizations making an impact across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. To submit your nominations, click the link below or follow our social media pages for more information and updates. Please note that all nominations must be in by May 15th, 2026.
Welcome back. The Barbados Agricultural Society says farmers are being encouraged to prepare for the upcoming hurricane season and increasing heat conditions. Chief Executive Officer of the association, James Paul, tells CBC News that discussions are ongoing about incentives for reflective roof coatings to help reduce heat stress in livestock operations. Mr. Paul is also urging farmers to strengthen structures to better withstand hurricanes and severe weather. He says climate resilience will be essential to protecting the sector moving forward. He also warns farmers about the incentives, saying there will be no shortcuts.
And we are having discussions, ongoing discussions with the ministry to have that implemented as soon as possible. I'm hoping, of course, that by the 1st of June this year that we will start the process of trying to coat those roofs. I must emphasize something, right? That again, you know, in the farming sector, you have people who always like to take shortcuts. There's no shortcut to this particular incentive. I think the ministry, from what I understand, they are going to set guidelines to ensure that those reflective coatings are going to play the role, and you can only get the rebate if you are satisfied that those reflective coatings that you're going to apply are applied properly and meet the necessary benchmarks. So that's one that we have actually anticipated, and we are hoping that will work. In addition to that, we are also insisting that farmers use fans. We should not exclude that from it, but that in itself will help to create a more comfortable environment.
And finally, St. Lucia will host the annual CARICOM 10K road race July 5th, marking the start of Caribbean Community Week. Long-distance runners will have the opportunity to compete against regional athletes. In recent years, US $1,000 have been awarded to both the men and women winners. The top male runner will receive the CARICOM Chairman's Trophy, and the top female runner will receive the CARICOM Secretary General's Trophy. Both trophies are held by athletes from Trinidad and Tobago who dominated last year's race in Jamaica. The CARICOM Secretariat is staging the road race in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, Youth Development, Sports and Digital Transformation and the St. Lucia Athletics Association. That's a look at news for today, Monday, May 11th. A recap of the top stories. More homes delivered as Carriacou and PT Martinique's rebuilding process continues. And the Ministry of Tourism names new junior tourism minister ahead of regional competition. On behalf of the news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis, thanking you for joining us.